The next thing that I practiced over and over is that extension scale. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you the extended scale and then some of the variations of it. So if we're still playing the A minor pentatonic scale, then our root is right there on the 5th of the E string, and the extension starts on the 3rd of the E string. That's still the root. You know, that feels like home base, but we're going to start a whole step lower. It's in the scale. It's not the root. Same thing on the A string. We always want to keep, you know, in the lessons I always say, know where your root is, and that's still very important. And then slide. 5-7, 5-7, slide, weird finger change, index finger on the 8th of the B, ring finger up a hole, same thing on the high E. So we're only using our index and our ring finger for this whole thing. We go backwards. And we just want to run that with alternate picking. So what I did there was first I did 8th notes. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7. You know, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So subdividing, let's say, 2 notes per beat. And actually, when you get to that high E there on the 10th, you can slide that up a whole step as well. On the way back, ring finger. Like I said before, it's only your index and ring finger. We also want triplets. Triple, 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 triple. And then also, when you're not paying attention or not even plugged in, you know, I can even turn down for you just to give you an example. You know, I'm watching a game on TV. And maybe I'm not even doing this, you know, I'm even talking to you right now as I'm practicing it. So maybe I'm not playing it perfect, but I am getting this muscle memory going on this scale. And okay, I also don't want to forget to do that as well. Also, practicing it where when I play that, I hammer it, and then when I get to the A string, I hammer that. So you can play really fast that way. And I'm pulling off on the way back. Now check this out. There's a couple of variations. One is turning it, and I've kind of coined it the like the dominant funk extension, which is basically what we're doing is we're changing it to more what would become from like you'd call A mixolydian, but it's just getting this major third of this A7 in there, and that major third is a C sharp. And I mean, obviously we want to be able to play it in all the keys. But so what we're going to do is we're going to add it in that extension. And there's a very specific way that makes it kind of in that R&B, funky, soul, blues side of things. And it's going like this. So I'm hammering it from 3 to 4. Then I go to 5, and I slide up. Same thing's going to be right there on the 6th fret of the G. Then 7, slide. 8, 10. 8 to 9, hammer on. Very specifically working over like an A dominant chord as opposed to an A minor chord. Now on the way back, we want to go like this. 10, 8, 9, hammer on. Down the extension. We're right there on the 7th, hammer from 5 to 6. Down the extension, hammer 3 to 4. 5, 3, 5. So when you put them both together, on the way back, see that? And triplets, obviously. Starting to throw this stuff together. But so what we have to recap in the extension scale is to run it as many ways as you can. Picking every note, sliding and pulling off with notes. Remember, if this is the A minor pentatonic extended scale, it's also the C major pentatonic extended scale. And you'd want to run it with that in mind as well. Slides and picking. The other thing is whether you're playing the A minor pentatonic extended or you're playing that dominant funk extension that I just showed you, we can also add the blues note. And it's still in the same spot, right there, the 6th fret of the A, and it's also on the 8th fret of the G, but then it's also on the 11th fret of the high E. And that's a passing tone that we can add, whether it's without that major third, most of the time I'm using my ring finger and going. When you're improvising, you're not going to be running it up and down like that. But I recommend you practicing that. You know, if you're improvising, you might use elements of everything. A7 in there for you. So, to recap, we've got the extended scale. You can turn it into the funk dominant extension. And then also elements of adding the blues note. And even the blues note with that dominant extension.